What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be, something similar to what I've been doing the past, few days, is, giving tips, right, of how to play the game. And today's video is going to be talking about, how to play aggressive with an SMG on the map. You can play aggressive with ARs, but mostly this is for SMG players, who use the COD, RUS, MP5, these type of, fast-paced SMGs. And in this video, I'm going to try, give my knowledge on, how to play this game. And the gameplay here is on an iPad, so I have a bunch of phone scrims gameplay, and I'm not sure if I want to post that yet, or if I'm allowed to, so I still got to keep that, under wraps right now. But for now, here's some MP5 gameplay from like when I was ranking for #1 a long time ago. And yeah, if you guys, enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and, subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it. So the first tip, that I have here, when you're playing, aggressively is map control is really important with SMG. SMG, the role for that is, getting a lot of map control. And basically, playing aggressive to map control is, and knowing where where people spawns is really important. So getting map control while knowing the spawns is important, for team success. Getting map control is obviously going to take gunfights to win, but I'll be talking about later. But the first tip one of those I wanted to say is map control with an SMG is really important, because then you can really start farming kills with that. And the second tip I have here is slide peeking every corner, right? Every doorway, every entrance, you want to be slide peeking, especially the SMG. The cameras in this game work differently, where if you slide peek first, they might not be able to see you first, so you have the first upper hand, the first couple shots, and that will basically eventually lead to winning more gunfights. This works with basically every gun, ARs or shotguns, slide peek or even jump peek every corners, because the cameras and the DC in this game are so bad, it's to the point where you can win gunfights so much easier, and get on fast sprees. And playing aggressively is also really important. Just sprinting freaking through every corner, getting map control is one of the better things to do. I just say and that's basically sniping every corner. Pre-aiming is really important. ADSing, even if you're ADSing, I would suggest to slide peek and then pre-fire. That's what a lot of people do, and it's the best thing to do, right? And for subs and ARs, you can play aggressive with both weapons. It just depends on on the map, right? If you're playing AR and you're playing aggressive on an AR, it's really important to to have control of the map. Like I said, map control is really important, and knowing the spawns. So if you have an AR, you can play longer range battles. But there's ARs like the Type 25, the faster shooting ARs, the LK, where you can actually play more aggressive, but it can't really work sometimes. It just depends if you've become more experienced with those ARs, right? Because I remember back in season 4, back in when I made the type for 4 seasons, I think 4 or 5 seasons, and I was a really aggressive player because the Type 25 recoil was really crazy. Type 25 was basically another sub, but with faster rate of fire, and you can control it really well for long and short ranges. And that's what I like about the type. And here's the MP5 gameplay. MP5 here, this is when it first came out, so it's just me trying it out. But yeah, like I said, it's still phone gameplay. And me switching to phone, I actually feel like I'm the same player. Phones and iPads, there's a big debate on which one is better. And to be honest, I don't see really the difference. It takes time to get used to a phone, and it takes time to get used to an iPad. iPad has a bigger screen, right? That's probably more of an advantage, but a phone, everything is much more smaller and compact, so you can actually, I feel like you can play better on the phone. Just me, results wise, so far, the phone has been easier than an iPad. However, my old iPad was really laggy, and every gunfight I still get froze, so I can't really compare the two. But so far, phone's been really good, and results have been, showing. And if you're a top player switching to phone, it really shows that you can still remain at the top level on a phone if you're switching on an iPad. So it's not the player, it's not the device, it's the player. You know what I mean? And that's just my opinion on switching to phones overall. And the next tip I'm going into here is don't be stagnant mid-map. What I mean by stagnant is don't be sitting mid-map, prone, watching one angle. Otherwise, you're just gonna die. When you're playing aggressive, you need to always be moving, maneuvering around the map, getting kills. Like I said in my first year, getting map control is really important when you're an aggressive player. And here I'm just saying out the war machine. The war machine is so bad now. I wouldn't suggest using that now either. But anyways, yes, don't be stagnant. Make sure you're running around the map. That's the role of an SMG player. I feel like, especially with an MP5, when everything is close range, you need to be moving around a lot. Because I know a lot of players vague. primarily who uses the MP5 is very an aggressive player. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend using the MP5. The COD is probably the better option right now. But with the new season coming in, the blacksmith, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a lot of new attachments. I feel like a lot of guns are going to come back, which is actually really good for the scene. It helps out the scene a lot. And the new attachments will basically, define, how to say, new metas, and everyone's gonna be using new metas, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what the season's gonna hold, So that's gonna be pretty cool. And one of the other tips I want to talk about is the breaking cameras. I mentioned a few times in this video about, breaking the cameras in the game. What I mean by that is when you're slide peeking, right? Sometimes when the enemy is seeing you before they see the doorway and you slide peek that, they might not be able to see you for like a millisecond, and you can shoot them when they don't see you, which gives you a free kill. And that's happened with me a lot, where like you slide peek a corner, they slide peek a corner, and you don't even see them, and you just get lasered like one shot, and you don't understand how. And it's just how it is sometimes in this game. The cameras are, I mean, it's a mobile game, everything's dependent on ping, but yeah, that's just how this game is. And me personally, at MP5, it feels like one of the most cleanest guns, especially with quick mag. The reload just feels really satisfying. Me using the gun, I like the gun, but I just don't like how much recoil it is, and the COD is just a better solution to this gun. However, I do like the MP5. It's a really nice gun. And yeah, it's basically all the tips. Most of the people have been asking me is, how does it feel on a phone? And the phone feels really good. I have no complaints on a phone, and still some mechanical issues, but that's can be fixed soon, right? That's all I care about. And actually, one more final tip here. I wanted to say that when you're playing in a head glitch, always move around, right? When you're in a head glitch, don't be stagnant. They can just laser you. Move around the head glitch. I have to say bob and weave around the head glitch. Make sure, because sometimes when you prone and you like how to say prone up, they can't see your head and you die instantly. It's just the way the desync works in this game is crazy. But yeah, that's basically my tips here of how to be an aggressive player with an SMG. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you made it this long, I appreciate y'all. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to be like, my goals on YouTube right now is to set up an upload schedule. Right now it's basically every 2 days, but I want to eventually start uploading every day for you guys, because it's more beneficial if I upload every day for you guys than uploading once every 2 days, because some of you guys are like, bro, why isn't he uploading? And I'm trying my best, guys. Trust me, I'm doing my best.